It's going.
It's going? We're ready to go? Okay, so fingers spread apart. We're going to keep them spread. I cut a little thumb hole. We're going to place that over the thumb. And now we're just going to pad the hand and the wrist. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing a figure 8. So I'm going around the thumb, or in front of the thumb, and then behind the thumb.
And you do what? How many of those? 3?
I'm doing about 4 of these.
4?
Nice layer of padding on the hand. And then now I'm just going to go up the wrist. And I want to keep about the same amount of padding, which is going to be about 2 to 3 layers worth of cotton. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to have you make a fist. And then you're going to punch my tummy so that you don't have to support your arms.
And then you're going to lunge forward.
Okay, so this little piece right here, we're going to use this to protect the inner elbow. And this is a very sensitive area.
Oh, you go quite a bit over.
Right, so I'm just
See, I didn't go very far.
So I'm going, just kind of folding it.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a, yeah.
Huh, I'm on TV. Okay, and then
Bandage. He's recording it.
and then keep going up the arm, and you can punch me. You're so gentle.
So it's almost like one behind the other. You got it, but you don't want
And
to
then I
stretch
want
when it's
to
so
get the
low.
cotton up pretty high
Come out of
on her arm.
Also, you don't want to let the back
And
heel come
I'm
up.
just going to fold this
Remove that front.
over on top.
Okay.
Okay, it'll kind of secure that cotton. And at this point, you can relax your hand. And then this leftover fabric, we're going to use it to kind of roll back the cotton so that it's nice and neat and right over her knuckles. So go ahead and spread your hand. You don't feel like it's smushing you like this anywhere? Okay. All right, so that is the first step of preparing for the bandage. Okay. Now, to apply the short stretch compression bandages, which is what's going to create a gradient and which is going to mobilize the fluid, you want to think of a snail shell. So you want the shell on the top. You're the engineer.
You say pull it.
That's right. Okay. So I apologize for dumbing this down so much, but it's helpful. It's helpful. So think of a snail. So you want the shell on the top and the head popping out. That way you have control of the bandage and the tension. Okay. So we're going to anchor it right at the wrist, and I'm not tugging hard at all. I'm just laying the bandage, keeping it close, and I want you to spread your fingers apart. Okay. So I've anchored it once. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a figure 8 and repeat this pattern over and over again until I feel like I have enough pressure on the hand and the palm. And so there's a triangle here. What we want to do is we always want to cover up the triangle over the knuckles, and then we make another pass. There's a triangle. We want to cover the triangle. And then we're going to make another pass. This time I'm coming up a little higher on the thumb.
So about 4 times.
Yes, sir. Okay. How does that pressure feel on that? It feels tight?
It's tight.
Okay. So, yeah, so that was about 4 times. So that with the remaining bandage, what we're going to do, I'm going to have you make a fist. You're going to punch my tummy. What we're going to do now is we're just going to spiral with a 50% overlap up the forearm. And as you can see, I'm just laying the bandages. I'm not tugging. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and fasten. And so that was the first bandage, and that's a 6 centimeter bandage. So now we're moving up.
Okay.
So this is the width.
Here's the bend in the elbow.
Yeah, there's the bend in the elbow.
So about 2 inches below the bend in the elbow.
Yes, sir. With the 6 centimeter. Now we're moving on to an 8 centimeter bandage. And you can do one of 2 ways. There's 2 different techniques. You can either do spiral like this, or you can do a herringbone. I like to do the herringbone personally, so I'm going to have you make a fist. And so when you do the herringbone, you want to start with the bandage pointed up towards the heart. If you start it like this, then if the end is popping out, it'll unravel the whole thing. Okay? So pointing up, starting right at the wrist. I'm going to make a loop around the wrist, kind of smooth out the bandages. And then again, I'm going to do my 50% overlap. That way we have consistent tension and we have control over the gradient.
So back and forth, overlap.
Yes, sir. Now when we get to this, right below the elbow, we want to do an X pattern on the inner elbow region. So this is the first part of my X. I'm going to anchor once around the upper arm, and then I'm going to complete my X. Okay, and then I'm going to continue with my herringbone until the bandage runs out. And it you know, depending on where you are in the sequence, it might not end up at the same place every time, which is fine.
So 2 X's over the middle of the elbow there.
It's
of the
really just
inside.
1 X.
One
The
X.
first layer is the only, the first layer is the only layer we have to do the X. The rest of the bandages, we're just going to apply uniformly all the way up the arm.
Okay.
This one just happened to fall here. Okay, so then now we're moving up to a number 10 bandage. And this one again, I'm going to apply at the wrist, but very, very, very little to no compression really at that point.
You know, Ursula, I might be able to even send this to you if you wanted.
That'd be great.
If I can figure it out, I'll do it.
Okay.
I am challenged with these things.
Okay, so then I'm just going to continue with my figure 8.
So this has little or no pressure, it's just laying the bandage.
Right, we're just laying the bandage. What applies the compression is the layering, really. The tension and the radius of the limb.
Yeah, I was reading about that last night. I was trying to find a video.
Do they go with the law of Laplace?
I need to go on YouTube. I bet I can find one.
It's the law.
Oh, yeah.
It was YouTube, but I mean, I didn't go to YouTube.
All right,
Well,
so
it just talked about it's not the tightness, it's the layering.
it's the layering. Yeah.
So far you're at 7 minutes, seven
Okay.
and a half minutes.
Awesome. Good. All right, it should take about 15 total. Is what it should take to bandage. So 10 to 15 minutes to bandage the limb. Okay, so the final bandage, we need, we have plenty
See, that's what I was
compression.
trying to show. Feel that to make sure.
Right, so yeah, you just kind of feel the gradient. It needs to be firmer, or obviously at the hand, and as you work your way up, it needs to be less and less and softer at the top. Okay, so at this point, with the last bandage, I'm going to start right above the elbow, or right out the elbow. Okay, just gently lay the bandage, and then,
So more layers down low, then you increase the number of layers as you go up.
yes,
I mean, decrease the number of layers.
decrease as we go up, finishing up with just one bandage.
We're off of this.
Yeah, and you want to be careful. Okay, so
Right.
then when you get to the top, if there's extra bandage left, you don't want to, make it tug. You just very gently lay it,
Okay.
because we don't want a tourniquet effect. So you just kind of gently lay it there. Okay.
We do not.
All right, and then at this point, we're just going to secure.
See the masking tape. Painter's tape, not good. We found out.
Yeah, it's not. I've tried that stuff too. Yeah, masking tape tends to work the best. And I just like to make sure at the very least the corners in the middle is secured.
And that's it.
And that's it. That is